Hello guys, welcome to week 13 of our trade logging series. This week was a hell of a week. We made over 7 times our risk, okay? So that's a little over 7 grand for me, but you would have made 7 times whatever you're risking per trade, right? You'll see that this week we take a lot more trades than the previous couple of weeks, and that's for good reason, right? I always stress, we take quality trades, all right? We don't aim for as many trades as possible. We aim for as many right trades and as many little wrong trades as possible, right? This week we made over 7 times our risk. Let's get straight into the first trade of the week. First trade of the week is a BA 132.50 by 131.50, and we got 2R pretty easily. We took this off of either 1 minute breakout or 2 minute 3-bar play, and you could have argued that we should have gotten in at 132.70. I want to point out that that would have also hit 2R. I anticipated my entry at 132.50, and as you can see, we almost got stopped out of this thing, right? But fortunately, after this huge red bar left a bottoming tail, doji bar, and then rocket fuel straight to 2R. Pretty easy trade for us. Next trade we took was coin 69.10 by 68.10 off of the 2 minute 3-bar play, and as you can see, this is an example of a perfect pattern that just doesn't work, right? As soon as the second bar left a doji bar and a massive topping tail after, we were 90% sure this wasn't going to work, right? Hence why we only took an eighth, or not an eighth, but 0.8 of an R stop instead of a full R, right? We raised our stop loss right after we saw that and only got stopped out for 0.8 of an R. Would I have taken this trade again? Yes, right? Perfect pattern, right? Perfect pattern. Remember, trading is a statistical game, okay? So as long as you're consistent and you have a profitable plan, over time, you'll definitely make money. Hence why this week, even though we stopped out on this trade, we made over 7 times our risk, right? Let's keep going. Next trade we took was the Qs, QQQ 264 by 265, and we got out 2R. We took this off of a 1 minute breakdown, okay? And as you can see, right after we got in, there was a huge engulfing bar, right? But fortunately for us, the engulfing bar was followed by a red bar and a downtrend, right? And if you look at the 5 minute, it's just a straight downtrend, right? So pretty easy trade. Really nice that we caught on to this early, right? The topping tail right here and a breakdown on the 1 minute. Really nice. Not much else to say. Would have taken this 1,000 times if I could have. Next trade we took was BA 128 by 129, and we actually got stopped out of this thing, okay? We took this off of a 1 minute 3-bar play. So if you ignore these last 2 bars, you can see this is a wide range bar. Well, you can argue if it's a wide range or not, but the second bar is, within 50%, and you can also argue that it's not within 50%. Overall, this was the one trade that I wish I could have back, right? Very sloppy pattern. What was I thinking type of trade? You know what I mean? I would definitely, punch myself in the gut if I saw myself taking this trade again in the future. But, it is what it is. You learn from your mistakes. This is why we have stop losses, right? And eventually we got stopped out on BA. Next trade we took was LI 2050 by 2020, and we got 2R out of this thing pretty easily. And we took this off of a buy setup over here, okay, or a breakout reversal, right? You could have taken this at 2050 or 2060, right? 2060 is also a valid trade by 2020, and such an easy trade, right? As soon as it broke 2060, rocket fuel all the way up to 2R. I believe after we hit 2R, this thing trailed down. Okay, but it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter for us because we already, for me at least, because my trading plan says I only aim for 2R. Okay, so really nice trade, really easy trade, and painless trade. Next trade we took was AXSM 44.50 by 44, and you can ask, what was this taken off of, right? What pattern was this? This was actually a 3-bar play. As soon as we started to see the second bar forming, I was hoping it wouldn't pop as quickly as it did, right? So we took this at 44.50 and 44. I was hoping it would chop around between this range for a little while longer before it popped, but regardless, right? It popped and we went straight to 2R. All right, as you can see, it hit 45.50. So easy 2R. Is this luck? Maybe, right? maybe, because, you know, the 3-bar play technically did not form. We were just anticipating the 3-bar play, but, you know, that's a part of trading. Sometimes, you know, you make mistakes, and, you know, the market gods have mercy on you, and you hit target anyways. So would I have taken this trade if I knew this was going to happen? Probably not. Am I glad I made 2R out of it though? Yeah, I am. Okay. Next trade we took was Apple, 135.50 by 134.50, and this is a break-even trade. As you can see, this thing was just chop, right? We were trying to do this off of a breakout, right over here. You can see it did break out, but was immediately engulfed, and then started just chopping around within the 135 to 136 area, right? And you know, what does this signal to us, right? The signal's compression, right? And we never want to be in a trade while it's compressing, because we don't know which way it's going to pop, right? So eventually it didn't even hit 1R. We got out of this thing, break even, done with it, right? Next trade we took was a BA, 135.90 and by 134.90. Okay, so a dollar stop, and we instantly got stopped out of this thing. This was a super aggressive play. Okay, super aggressive play. This and the previous trade that was a sloppy 3-bar play is the two trades I really don't know what I was thinking at the time. You know, as you can see, this topping tail right there triggered us in, and then immediately came all the way back down and stopped us out, right? Really, honestly, one of the worst trades I've taken in a while, maybe in the last, you know, 6 months, honestly, right? You know, honestly, I was up so much, I decided to, you know, maybe take a little chance, right? Take a chance that this was going to break out, because BA was gapping up this day, right? Unfortunately, it did come all the way back down to stop us out. And if you're going to learn anything from this, right, it's that, you know, even if you're up, you know, 5, 6, 7R on the week, right, don't get sloppy, right? Look for patterns, okay? Look for support, resistance, look for, you know, pressure, buying pressure, what stage is the stock in, all that stuff that we teach in our course, right? Don't get distracted like I did on this trade. Next trade we took was NVDA, 118.50 by 119.15 off of the breakdown. Look at this beautiful example of either a 5-minute 3-bar play or a 1-minute 50% retracement breakdown. Look at this, right? This is the move on the 1 minute, right? This is about 50% retracement, and then it keeps going down, right? On the 5-minute, right? Long range, wide range, extended bar, right? Second bar is within 50%, boom, right? This would have hit 2R. This stock, NVIDIA, if you took 118.15 by 119.50, it actually went 4R, right? 4R. And I only got 2R out of this, but you would have gotten 2R on the 5-minute, and you could have gotten 4R if you took the 1-minute breakdown, right? And so it just goes to show, right? Each trading plan has their benefits and their, you know, drawbacks, right? So pick the trading plan that suits you. Personally, right, I aim for 2R, and I'm very happy that this was such a painless trade. You know, filled me on the short, and it just never looked back, right? Never looked back. And 2R out of NVIDIA. And that is all the trades for this week, right? You know, I get a lot of emails out, you know, telling me, you know, hey, average trader, why don't you take more trades every week, right? And, you know, there are two types of traders, or two types of trading that you can really do, right? When you're trading of any kind, right? There's profit maximization and, you know, losses minimization, right? And, you know, if you're trying to secure more profits, you want to take as many trades as possible. And if you want to minimize losses, you want to take as little trades as possible, right? You can't do both at the same time. Personally, I like to side on the losses minimization side. So I usually take less trades. I side on the air of less trades than more trades, right? But that doesn't mean that if we see a good pattern, we won't take them, right? So this week was an insane trading week. I want to remind you guys that I did all of this trading live at averagetrader.live, right? Right now you can, you know, pay $1, just $1 to join the chat room, right? And see all these trades for yourself and maybe take them, maybe not, right? We're the only, you know, chat room on the market, right? That, you know, if we don't make profit for a certain month, regardless, right? You just don't pay us a penny, right? We completely refund everything if we don't make money within any given month. If you want to contact me or for questions or comments or anything, right, join our Discord. You know, links in the description or, you know, on the screen right now. I'm pretty active on there. Otherwise, I will catch you guys either at tomorrow at market open for those of you that are in the chat room, or next week for the continuation of our trade logging series, guys. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.